One of the challenges for intermediate English learners is to speak on critical topics, those that require some critical thinking, some critical reading, and are a bit more academic. Lots of my students are fluent when conversing on daily life topics such as how are you today? What's the weather like? What did you eat yesterday? What's your plan for the summer? They are very good, but when it comes to a bit more academic topics, they usually struggle. Some may reason because they come from faraway towns and they have no tourists, no foreigners to practice with. True. But the same story for me when I studied in America. Outside of classroom or group work contexts, you don't really just grab a friend and start rambling on big topics. Do that a few times, and they'll put you in the long list of the people they try to avoid for the rest of their life. I practiced myself a lot, and over the years, I have distilled what I did into a method called reading out loud. It's as simple as reading a text out loud a few times, but here's what you'll do step by step. Choose a topic that you're interested in and choose a reading on that topic that you like. Start reading the text out loud for the first time. Just read it plainly, simply, word by word. It's expected that you'll struggle with pronunciation of a few new words. It's okay. Allow yourself time to look up these words, what they mean, how to pronounce them, in which contexts they are used. But don't delve on them too much. Once you've had the basics of the words, move on and keep reading. If they are keywords, they'll recur and you'll get used to them by the context and associations. By now, you've been familiar with the new words and concepts. It's time to read the text out loud the second time. You'll probably find yourself understanding more of what the text's trying to say, and your cadence will also be less choppy, and you'll flow more. The goal of this step is to gain more naturalness, more fluency in your reading. Role play, fun. So by now, you've been familiar with the key concepts, the ideas, the arguments, the main points of the text. It's time to step in the author's shoes. Imagine you're the author trying to convey your text to an audience. How would you say it? If it's a, quote, snow eruption, unquote, in Yellowstone, how would you be saying it? Would you describe and explain the formation of it? Or if it's about the status quo in Vietnam, America, or the Middle East, how would you be explaining or convincing the audience? You're still reading the text out loud for the third time, but keep in mind that you're the author now, trying to make your point come across. Yes, you can finally speak now. Converse with yourself and record yourself, or either speak with yourself in front of the mirror, but ask yourself the WH questions: what, who, when, where, why, how. Just create questions for yourself, like what's the main point, what's the evidence, what are the main points, who's the author, what is she or he trying to say. Do you agree or disagree with the topic? Do you have anything to add to the topic? And so on, so on. You'll find it a bit awkward at first because it's the first time you ever spoken on this text without relying on the text. But it's okay, just keep speaking on. You'll be more and more natural because you have all the key concepts and ideas and words you've gained from the previous 3 steps. Go out, grab someone, and start practicing. Whether it's a friend, a tourist, a foreigner, anyone. The problem with you conversing with them before taking these previous steps is that you're talking with less confidence, you're less interesting, so their response may shy you away. But by now, you've got the core vocabulary needed to talk about the topic, so you should be talking with confidence. And you'll even find yourself saying things that you've rehearsed before when practicing at home by yourself. So go out, grab someone, and amaze yourself and them. This is Thu-Hoai from VACE, Vietnam Academy of Communication in English. If you like the video, click like or share it to a friend who may find it useful. Or if you have any questions or comment, put it in the comment section below. Thanks and see you next time.